You might get a little uncomfortable hearing Manola Dargis's review of Cloverfield. I know I did. You definitely will. It was only last month that Will Smith started up Boogeyman Patrol in Manhattan in I Am Legend. It sounds like a 70s disco song, Boogeyman Patrol.
Boogeyman Patrol, I Am Legend.
And yet, here we go again with the end of the world, or at least some of the city's most exclusive zip codes. You can't say here we go, like this is, not another end of the world movie. They've never stopped making those. When was War of the Worlds made? Come on. Not another romance. Not another movie with people talking. At one point in Cloverfield, you get a close, very personal look at that hungry mouth, which agape recalls that of the adult monster designed by H.R. Geiger for the first Alien, though without any of the other beasties' freakily sexualized menace or resonance. It wasn't sexy enough? That monster's mouth was not sexy enough. I go into a monster movie looking to get aroused, and Cloverfield, not even a wiggle. Like Cloverfield itself, this new monster is nothing more than a blunt instrument designed to smash and grab without Freudian complexity or political critique, despite the tacky allusions to September 11th. Ouch. Don't say September 11th and Freudian. How about that rule? Let's make that a rule. Hold on, I'm gonna go make that a rule. The screams and the images of smoke billowing through the canyons of lower Manhattan may make you think of the attack. I don't like where this is going. I really feel like this shouldn't be a part of your review of a monster movie. And you may curse the filmmakers for their vulgarity, insensitivity, or lack of imagination. Or you could watch a monster movie, and that's it. The director, Matt Reeves, lives in Los Angeles, as does the writer, Drew Goddard, and the movie's star producer, J.J. Abrams. They're on the other side of the country, and they're insensitive to American tragedies. Wait, this is getting raw. But the film is too dumb to offend anything except your intelligence, so you made sure to make your review offensive. And the monster does cut a satisfying swath through the cast. So your only complaint may be, what took it so long? Think you were rooting for the wrong character. Generally in a monster movie, unless it's Godzilla when he's being awesome, you root for the people trying to survive. The movie moves relatively fast. You just said it didn't. Though it's nowhere near as economical as its Colossus, whose thunderous shrieks and fiery projectiles bring a downtown loft party to a merciful, abrupt end. And just when it was getting good. The loft belongs to a blandly pretty young thing named Rob, who... is the girl named Rob in the movie? Or is he talking about a guy? Can we look that up? I'm all for equality, but it's really rare that you hear a guy referred to as pretty young thing. Maybe one day I will be. For a brief, hopeful moment, I thought the filmmakers might be making a point about how the contemporary compulsion to record the world has dulled us to actual lived experience, including the suffering of others. That's what you were hoping? About this movie? I really don't understand why everyone expects so much of movies they should expect nothing of, except knocking down buildings because you're a giant monster. You know, something about the simulacrum syndrome in the post-Godzilla age at the intersection of the camera eye with the narcissistic eye. Wow, you majored in journalism with a double minor in film studies and philosophy? Certainly the straw grasping seemed the most charitable way to explain characters whose lack of personality, this is crazy dude, is matched only by their incomprehensible stupidity. You can't say someone lacks personality just because they say a ridiculously common phrase like, this is crazy dude, especially when a monster's attacking, because at the time, this is pretty f***ing crazy. Dude, smart as tater tots and just as differentiated, Rob and his ragtag crew behave like people who have never watched a monster movie or the genre-savvy Scream flicks or even an episode of Lost. Hello, Mr. Abrams. You know, no one knows how they're gonna act in a certain scenario. I mean, you might be like, oh, I'm super strong and I'm not scared of anything, and then see a spider and jump on a table. Much less experience the real horrors of September 11th. Yeah, we're not going back to that. You know what? Now, I'm just gonna make a rule that we can't talk about September 11th at all during a movie review. Okay, hold on a second. I'm making this rule. All right. The guys at the roll office said I only have one roll left, so I really hope you don't screw this up. And so, much like a character from a crummy movie, Rob hears from an estranged lover, Beth, who after the attack begs for help on her miraculously working cell phone. I mean, it's a movie. I'm fine with this entire movie being found footage on some camera some dude's holding, but a cell phone working during all of this? Crazy! Against the odds and a crush of fleeing humanity, he tries to rescue her. Unbelievably, ludicrously, the others tag along, which is meant to show what a good guy he is. That pretty young thing is a good guy. And look at that ass. Rarely have I rooted for a monster with such enthusiasm. I know, it's like rooting for your own kid at a track meet when you know he's a dick. So don't forget to put in the comments what movie we should do next, and if you want to check out some more videos from us, you can click right over here. Also, hit the subscribe button if it's your first time, and if you've already done that, make sure you hit that little bell next to it so you can get notifications as to when we have videos coming out, because we're putting more and more out every single week. And until we see you next time, geek out and game on.